David, Ka Ying Rising, there's no doubt he's a star here now in Hong Kong. How is he progressing heading into Sunday's big race?
He hasn't put a foot wrong. His form's very similar to his last 10 starts. You know, he repeats it very well, and his trial was excellent, and he's done very well since his trial. So he's got a good gait, so we're really hopeful that he doesn't get bad luck and he'll be hard to beat.
His record's exceptional when you go back and look at it, and the times that he has been beaten, it's been by very narrow margins. Did you always know from the moment you put a saddle on his back that he had that kind of potential?
Look, I've trained probably 2 horses that at different times have been the highest rated horse in the world in 35 years. When I started with him, I knew he was good, but I didn't think he would get to where he is. And I think he'll keep going. I think next year will be his best year.
That was actually my next question to you. He's a horse that sort of continues to improve when you raise the bar. Is he anywhere near his ceiling at this point in time for a young, lightly tried horse?
Look, if he stays sound, I can see him racing 6 and 7. He's physically furnishing. When he first used to step out against the big Group 1 sprinters, he looked a boy amongst men, and now he looks part of the picture. He holds himself, I think, well on the weekend physically compared to some of the big sprinters.
What are the characteristics and the qualities that make him good in your opinion?
He's got a really high cruising speed and then has the ability to lengthen. A bit like Winks did, really. You know, Winks would just cruise there, and then when Bowman would ask, she would lengthen, and Black Caviar the same. He's got a long way to go to be rated with them, but it's only a matter of if he can hold his form for another year. I think his record will stand up next to theirs. He's got a long way to go, but he's on the way.
How do you anticipate the race panning out for him on Sunday? Do you give many instructions to Zach, or you just let him do what he knows best?
Zach's a bit... he doesn't really need instructions, especially on this horse. I just leave it to Zach. It's over to him now, really. His final piece of work's done, and I would say barrier 4, Zach would have been very, very happy, and he normally begins fast, and if they're going slow, he'll take it up, and if they're going fast, he'll sit second or third. He's that sort of horse.
It hasn't taken you long to get back into the top tier here in Hong Kong as a trainer. Has a horse like Ka Ying Rising been really important for that?
Oh, was he ever. I had a bit of a slow start here, and really found it hard to retain horses. That's the big challenge in Hong Kong, keep them in work. They get moved because of bad barriers or lots of strange things to the outside world. And then to get him, it was just fantastic. And the stable has grown with Ka Ying. So we're a good, strong stable now, and hopefully we can stay there for a few years.
What's it like for you having your boys alongside you on the world stage?
Oh, it's very exciting. It'll probably, obviously I'll be thrilled if Ka Ying wins, but I'll be wildly excited if Brightside wins. It'll be one of the highlights of my career, and I don't train him. He started with the boys. He was their first city winner, first listed winner, first group winner, first Group 1 winner, and 5 years later he's still banging out in international races. So if he won't be their first international Group 1 winner because they had one in New Zealand, but this is a little bit bigger and a bit different here, and I think he's a really good chance. I've been watching him with Ben every morning, and he looks like he's really handled and lifted to the occasion. He's a horse that reminds me so much of Better Loosen Up, a superstar I trained that won the Japan Cup and is the only Australian horse to do it. He went to Japan and I thought improved, and Ben is saying that he thinks Brightside's probably improved here, so stimulated the old boy.